Yo, we're back with our boy from London town, Billy Body, with the hot news. Boom, right off the bat. What's up with Man City?
What do you mean? And what's up? They won the league.
I know. You must be very happy.
Look at him smiling. Look at him. He's look at him grinning.
Yes.
He's like,
yes. That's exactly what I mean.
He's like,
Bro,
oh,
I was there.
I mean, yeah.
What an incredible game. When they were up 2-0, I was like, okay, this is over.
Well,
man, what a comeback. And not only that, I didn't really know the history that much. So I was looking at the history of Man City, and I didn't know about that game in 2012. That was even more ridiculous. When you guys came back like
Aguayo
8
came in
games,
like 2 goals right.
Yeah. And that guy from Argentina, Kun Aguero, whatever, he went it. Incredible. I didn't know the history, so I just wanted to say that I was.
But Billy, you were pulling your hair out at halftime, weren't you? What was the emotional roller coaster ride that you went through that day?
Well, Conan just said you guys. That I don't support Man City. I support Man United.
Right, but you guys that hate Liverpool. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So I don't like Man City or Liverpool. Ideally, like Man City would be the team I like the second least. But
really?
Yeah, because he's Man United.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. I thought it was done. Like we were in a bar and we got them to change the channel over to the Liverpool game because we were just hoping that Liverpool didn't score that second goal.
Right.
Because we gave up on what was happening with City and was just hoping that somehow Wolves and even Wolves had chances to score, but it just seemed like it was all going to Liverpool. So we heard that, like, obviously the coverage we get, there was like split screen every time there was a goal. So we heard it was like 2-1.
Wait a minute. Time out. Bro, we could have, in the States, you go to a sports bar and all the football games are on. You can't go to England and you go to a bar and like they have there's one game on the television?
Yeah.
At a sports bar in England from Premiership to Final Day? Seriously?
Well, the way that the soccer's run over here is like there's no license to show every game because
really,
because it's different. Because what would happen? The thing about this structure, the reason why that is it's supposed to be equal to all the teams. So basically, the law is that there's no televised games. Not a single televised game can be shown at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, and that's why they have to be in the morning. Or at 5 o'clock or on the Sunday. The reason that is because we don't have like 32 teams like you. We have like 200 teams, but they're all like over the course of like over different leagues. In fact, we have way more than that. We probably have up to 500-600 teams, but it's all like tiered. So there's 20 Premier League teams, 24 Championship teams, and then 24 League One and 24 League Two. So the thing is that if you live in if you live in Scarborough or if you live in like Cardiff or wherever, you live in like a different place, like you may not want to go out and watch football in your town because Premier League's on. So it would lead to like dwindling attendances everywhere. And we're talking like non-league. Like I live like in Canary Wharf in London. The closest team I think to me, local team, will be someone called Dulwich. But yeah, like nobody would go and watch Dulwich on a Saturday. Like the 600-700 people.
So when you watch American football, do you watch the Red Zone channel?
Do I? Yeah, I watch the Red Zone
channel.
Yeah,
they don't have anything like the Red Zone channel there.
No.
That's weird.
Why
that's
wouldn't
like the number one sports league in the world with like massive. That's bizarre.
Why don't you start that, Billy? Why don't you start that?
We can watch more games here.
Probably make a grip.
But I can watch Peacock. I just told you why they don't do it because it would dwindle like the attendances of the live attendance. That's why they keep it off TV.
Like local blackout laws in football in NFL.
That's
like if
what
your team doesn't sell out, you don't should tell it. You're right.
Well, it's called a 3 p.m. blackout, which is why. As I said, the local team near me, where they get £600-700 people a week, and they only charge like £5, £10. They need that money to survive. If Premier League was on, nobody would go.
Right.
So that's why they do it.
That's weird. That's just bizarre. The EPO is like the number one sports league in the world, like right up there with the NFL, and like you can't even watch all the games.
Well, we get.
So you have to say you can't go to the bar and watch the games at the same time. It's crazy.
So we can watch. We can watch 5. We get 5 games a week, which is half of them. So you get one at 12:30 on Saturday. You get one at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday as well. So it's
but just Saturday. One. You'll never show 2 games on at the same time, huh?
No, never. Oh, they
Oh
did
my
that
God.
they did that for the final day of the season.
Bro,
So-
here you
Billy,
here
I could get
literally
you-
show 2 hockey playoff games on at the same time. And NBA is like,
Billy, I could get
weird.
you hooked up with a way to watch all the games.
Oh yeah, I know. There's like Norwegian channels and things that people can get.
No, I mean I know someone who it's kind of an app, but you get all sports, all movies, all pay-per-view like that. And
Can you watch it on your television though?
you can watch it on your TV through a Fire Stick, or you can watch it on your phone or whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely get that because last year we went to every Man United game that wasn't televised, and I won't be doing that next season until the team improve.
It's better, right?
I'll send you the guy's info. You basically just set it up like an app. It's very easy.
Yeah,
All right, let's get
buy a
some
Fire Stick.
Bill, is there any hot news this week?
There's just like one big story that like tails off onto like other stories. I'll do the small story like first, and then I'll do the big one that tails off. Raquel Rodriguez is going to replace Sasha on SmackDown as Ronda's opponent at the next pay-per-view. So they're just going to do a rematch of that match again. They'll probably start that tomorrow.
Okay. Wait a second. So let me give you a little thing. I just retweeted just because I didn't look anything into this, but Sportskeeda. I'm seeing this link here. I retweeted it. It says Sasha Banks and Naomi replace Roman Reigns on advertising for upcoming episodes of Raw. This is the June 24th episode. So they coming back?
Not that I know of.
Interesting.
Well, when did that happen?
I just saw Sportskeeda. This is Sportskeeda, so I don't know. They just tweeted this today. Actually, they tweeted this yesterday.
Well, Sportskeeda this week, like reporting that Rock's schedule is free and he's going to be wrestling Roman. Like I said that on here like 6 months ago. So it's just ridiculous. Like I don't understand how you can just decide who says what, and even though there's a timestamp as to when it said it. So I don't know how we can go about fixing that. Like,
so me and Conan actually had a pretty decent idea that if Raquel Rodriguez, now that they're going with her against Ronda in a rematch, that the finish of that match has been they shake hands and Raquel Rodriguez like punched her right in the face and dropped her and got heat on her, because you would have an immediate heel build up for Ronda that looks like a credible opponent because she gave her literally 90% of the match, but they're still going with her like the smiling babyface happy.
Yeah.
Just to replace Sasha? Is that the plan here?
Yeah, it's just a plan. But I mean, the whole smiling thing is something that they wanted to do anyway. Like that's a Vince. That's a Vince.
Super cheesy.
Both of the characters are acting like they shouldn't be acting. Like you can tell, both of those are uncomfortable doing what they're doing.
Right.
Ronda being a mean, like nice, like she's being mean and nice at the same time. And Raquel Rodriguez is doing the exact same thing. She's being nice, but she looks like she could tear these girls' heads off because she's so big and strong. So that's kind of a very weird dynamic. So what else we got?
They're desperate. They've been desperately trying to make a Mexican star for years that they can put out there in the mainstream. They can't seem to do it. They thought they could do it with like Angel Garza. They thought they could do it a few years back with Del Rio. They thought now they'll try and do it with Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know.
Well, the Humbertos are good. Those guys are getting pretty. The Los Lotharios. Me and Conan have talked about this. The metrics on them must be pretty decent in the, I guess, the Latino whatever everything, because they get a lot of airtime. A lot of airtime. You notice that, Billy?
Yeah, I'm still here. Hello.
Yeah, the Lotharios. They're like in the Latino market, like they're getting a lot of airtime, like every week.
But I still notice that anytime they go with like major advertising for a pay-per-view or whatever, like Rey Mysterio is still the guy who is everywhere on every poster and whatnot. So
he's the go-to still, huh?
He's still the go-to, yeah. Still